show. Welcome to another one of our direct line interviews on K100 Radio. What's good, fam? Y'all ready to do this, man? All right, drop that drop again.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards!
Of course, you know, on our direct line interviews over here at K100 Radio, what we do is chop it up with our special guests. Most of the time, we do talk to independent artists. That's normally what we do over here with our direct line interviews, and that's what we're going to be doing today. However, every now and again, you never know who we might be talking to over here on K100 Radio. You know, we could be talking to, you know, politicians, porn stars, gang members. We all kind of people, man. We've talked to a host of people on our direct line interviews. But to keep it 100, we generally reserve this platform for independent artists, all right? And so today, we're going to be chopping it up with another independent artist. And I want to go ahead and jump on my line real quick and bring up the homie IL BOI, all right? Hey, yo, IL BOI, what's good, fam? You on the line?
What's going on? What's the word?
What's going on, fam? Welcome to the show. What's good with you, bro?
And I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Well, first of all, it's good to have you on the show, man. I appreciate you for rocking out with us over here at K100 Radio and booking this direct line interview so we can get to know you personally and check out some of your music. We're going to be running some of your joints. We're going to play your video. So anybody that may be watching this over on the Facebook live feed, if you're on the Facebook live feed, we will show you this video that the homie got. All right. Yo, it's a nice little video with his crew. We got some other music that we're going to play by him. But we're also just going to chop it up and get to know him a little bit better. And that's the whole point of these direct line interviews. So first and foremost, fam, I'm going to give you the floor. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself to our listening audience and then just tell them who you are and where you represent. Go ahead.
Hey, what's good? It's the big homie IL BOI, straight out the Midwest. Hip-hop artist. Been doing my thing for a little bit, and I'm excited to bring y'all my latest single, first one, me in the remix, and like he said, just chop it up with y'all.
Absolutely, dog. All right, man, let's get into it, man. Y'all ready? All right, so listen, fam. IL BOI. I kind of got, when I read the bio a little bit, I kind of got it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Where you representing, all right? Ed, you ill with it. I get it. I got it. I like it, all right? The first 1 million video, the remix that you got, we see that you already had an original version video out for it, and now you got the remix, and the remix one is the one that we're actually going to play on the broadcast today, and also the video that we're going to show to our people that's watching on our live streams and on our YouTube channel, all right? So that's what we're going to be getting into, man. But so how long have you actually been grinding as an artist?
I would say these past few years, I took it to another level where it came to be very serious about the craft. So I would say probably like these last 2 years, just really been out here grinding and networking.
Right. To the point where you actually dropping material, is out. You got videos and all that. So it's been about 2 years that you've really been on the grind with it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So listen, in these 2 years, tell me what's changed, because people seem to think that unless you become a star or become famous, that's when your life really changes. But little do they know, when you first start being an independent artist on the grind, even if you never become a star, your life does in fact change once you decide to get into the industry and get into music seriously and start putting product out. So tell me a couple of things that's changed since you've really been going hard and grinding.
Yes, sir. I'll just say to anybody, man, who out here who really want to pursue the music business and career and really do their thing, even though you ain't at the level that you think you are, or you're going to start right away, it do change your life, man. And it's a lot of work that need to be done out here for the independent artists, and just making sure your copyrights is right, making sure your song is registered, make sure you own the rights to your beat. So it's plenty of work out here for us to do. So they definitely got to tap in with all of that.
Absolutely. So what about like family, friends, ex-girlfriends, whatever, when the video drops, or maybe the first time you rock out and do a show at the club, or you know, the first time you actually hand somebody some physical product, or the first time you share a link on your social media and that's you on the track? What changed then? How was the reaction from like people that knew you all, you know, well before that, well before you actually felt like you took it serious and took it to the next level and the next step? Tell me about that.
Man, I would say, you know, just share a funny story, man. You know how families sometimes will do you. You know, it's crazy, but when I dropped 519 and I dropped First One Man as a single. I had dropped that back in August. You know, I think some of the homies from town, they knew I was trying to do my thing before. I wasn't always as polished as I am now, so I think they kind of tuned in to get some giggles.
Right.
When they tuned in to the product, they was able to check it out, and they liked it. They didn't really know how to respond. They was just like, well, you know, this record cool, and this record cool. I'm like, man, you just named like 5-6 songs off there. It's only a 14-track album, so you know that's half the album. You know, so
right.
It's just been funny to get some of those and hear those conversations, and you know, continue to get people's reactions. And I'm from a small town, so everybody knows me. Everybody knows what it is that I'm doing, and it's just interesting to see people check me out.
Yeah, I think that, and I can relate to that. I remember, I'm also from a small town. I don't know how big, you know, the population of your city, but I'm from I'm
26,000.
Okay, that's very small. that's small. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. So you from a small town. Okay, so that's but although my city had more than that growing up, not that much more. You know, I didn't grow up in the metropolis either, but in the metro area. Even though I've been in Atlanta for the past 23 years, I'm actually born and raised in Panama City, Florida, which is albeit small, even though we've got the beaches, especially if you don't count that. So with that being said, I understand. I know what it's like. And for me, I always ask independent artists this question because it was remarkable to see people. You're going to have people who really embrace you and support you, and then you're going to have people that doubt you and feel like, oh, whatever you saying in a song ain't really you, or they really know you and it don't match with what you saying. And so you have people that look at you side-eyed like that. And then you're going to have people who've been knowing you since a child, since a baby, and they just got love for you and they see you doing something positive and they just want to see you win, so they be all in. So it's that weird dynamic when everybody knows you in the hometown. Like, some people believe and want you to, and some people feel like, well, you from the same place as me, bro. You ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of starstruck and think you got to be in Atlanta or you got to be in L.A. or New York to
right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, so tell me a little bit about that. Like, tell me a little bit about what it's like being an independent artist in a small town. Do you travel a lot to neighboring cities? Like, how do you really promote your music as an independent artist being in a small demographic like that?
Man, I just want to thank all the doubters and all the supporters. You know, first off, I appreciate them all. But I would say that I was doing some traveling before COVID obviously hit. COVID obviously slowed everything down, but I got a chance to come to Atlanta back in like February. I was on a tour with the core DJs, and we was down there for like 2 or 3 days, and I was able to promote. I was promoting First One Man, the original record, and you know, just hanging out at some different spots and meeting a lot of different people in Atlanta, man. And it was definitely a fun time. And early back, I would say December, I was in Oklahoma and I was doing some networking with some different people and doing some stuff out there. So it was just getting real good, and then COVID happened. So
right. Yeah. Well, there's nothing any of us could do about that. But it seems like you had a plan. Shout out to the core DJs. I know quite a few of those guys over there. Salute to that grind and that platform and those DJs. It's a lot of good people over there, man. You know what I mean? And the core DJs.
Hey, and shout out to my dog, Kelby. I was listening to your stuff as y'all was buzzing me in, and I heard Making a Mag. I'm also a member of Making a Mag. They do dope things over there. So shout out to him and what they do.
Right, yeah, definitely, man. That's fam over there. That's fam. That's deeper than rap over there with the homie Kelby. You know what I'm saying? And Kim, and salute to my people over there. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those are my guys over there. You know what I'm saying? So listen, so it's a small world, and that's another thing to consider. Like, people think, you know, being an independent artist. Let me ask you this, because people think the industry is huge, and the industry itself is not. The music industry itself, all things being equal, it's fairly small. So a lot of people feel like, you know, oh, the industry is the size of New York City, like it's that many people, and it's really not. It's really a small community, especially the higher up, the more money you start talking about. It's like a pyramid. It gets slimmer and slimmer at the top. You know what I'm saying? So tell me about your, like, as you've grown and when you was on tour and you came down here, like tell me some of the instances where you felt like, man, it hit you, it dawned on you just how the industry works and just how small it can be, because actually you start to run into the same people over and over. Shout out to the homie DJ Monte over there on the check-in on the live, man. We're live right now. This is K100 Radio. We chopping up with the homie IL BOI for a direct line interview with this artist. So tell me about that grind, man. Tell me about what it was like when you came to Atlanta and you just realized you see some of these same people in these relationships and it's networking, and then you realize sometimes it hits you that the industry ain't as big as you really think it is. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, most definitely. Just also shout out to the Nerd DJs. Did some work with them and was chopping it up with some different people over there. And shout out to Johnny O. And when I linked up with DJ Rob, shout out to him, King Core DJ. They already had intertwined and they already knew each other and they had already rocked with each other. And it was I could tell that it was a genuine relationship between them. And when I came to them to market my records and stuff, they just showed nothing but love. And as I went down to Atlanta with 4 DJs, just seeing some of the same familiar faces. And I'm between Milwaukee and Chicago, so I did some stuff up in Chicago and, seeing some of the same people in Chicago, shoot to Indiana, and some of these same people down here in Atlanta. So it was just, it was exciting, and you're definitely right. It's definitely a small knit community with this music. Like, it really is.
Yeah, it really is. And tell me about give me a little bit of insight on the Midwest itself, like, because here's the thing, like, because of what we do and because we're designed to be on the internet, we talk to artists from everywhere, right? Like, K100 Radio was an internet radio station, so it would only make sense that we're not going to be talking to just people in Atlanta. Like, that's ridiculous, right? We built the platform to reach the whole globe, and the internet is everywhere. But demographically, there are a lot of differences and things that make different demographics unique, especially when it comes down to hip-hop and just the swag of the region and how people dress, talk, whatever, down to the food they eat. Give me a little bit of something that you feel makes the Midwest stand out right now. Like, right now, what do you feel like that's really separating the Midwest right now as an independent artist and as a region, and how can you kind of incorporate that into your grind a little bit?
I would say the Midwest is definitely, in terms of standout, we just had a lot of talent come from here. We have Twister, the Brat, Crucial Conflicts, the Do or Dies. You saw what Nelly came in and did in the 2000s. So that's definitely the Midwest. And I would just say on the independent side, just continue to work on my craft, continue to network, continue to build relationships, and try to just further my brand, I think, and set me aside from other artists on the independent grind, and just further that ball, man, to get to where we want to go.
Absolutely, man. And so one thing that you've already understood as an independent artist early on is the necessary, is how necessary it is to travel and network. So I feel like you already got that down. You've already been linking up with DJs, traveling out of town to major P1 markets. You know what I mean, and getting the visuals out and everything. So you understand already early on what it's like, as far as being an independent artist and some of the steps that you have to take, some parts of the grind that you just can't skip. And so you kind of already ahead of the curve on that. So I'm gonna give you a round of applause on that part. Now, let's get into some of this music. You dig?
You are tuned to K100
Exactly.
Radio, hip hop and R&B.
True.
Let's do it.
Bastards.
All right. This is K100 Radio. Again, I'm your host, Blizzum. All right. We are live on K100 Radio right now. We chopping it up with the homie IL BOI, right? And so this is what we do in our direct line interviews. If you've never been a part of one of these, we have a conversation with the artist, but at the same time, we like to highlight the music when we talk to our independent artists to make sure that we share the music with you guys. And anybody that may be listening, anybody that may be watching this live, listening to this live on our broadcast right now, shout out to everybody who may be listening on our mobile app or TuneIn Radio. We appreciate you guys, and anybody that may be watching on these social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram Live, or if you're watching after the fact on our YouTube channel. Please hit subscribe. Or if you're listening on our podcast on Spotify or listening on SoundCloud on the recordings, we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Please follow and subscribe accordingly to on all those platforms so you can keep up with the new interviews and stuff that we put out. So with that being said, IL BOI has a song out, and I'm going to let him introduce it. All right, first of all, this is the remix. All right, so this song came out. I've watched both of the videos. Actually, when you sent me your package and we were setting up for the interview, I watched the original I watched the original version, and I watched the remix, right? You know what I'm saying, with the whole crew on there. So
that's what's up.
Right, so tell me, like right now, you're pushing the remix, and that's what we're getting ready to play. So tell me about this song, and tell me about like how you hooked up with all of these other artists that are on this record. There's a couple of you guys on here. So tell me about, the creation, the decision to make the remix, and also who are these other artists that we getting ready to see on your track and hear on your track?
Most definitely. Well, first 1 million, I was able to write that song relatively quick. I really got into the beat, and it didn't take long for me to make the song, and I came on some encounters with almost winning the Badger 5 out here in Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? Came up a couple numbers short. So just like, man, what if I really would have hit my first 1 million off a couple of them little numbers would have went right for me. So that's what just kind of inspired the record. We started getting some buzz with the record. We thought we could do some better promotion with the record because we felt like we believed in it. So we went back to the drawing board, and we did some extraness to it, add a little different sauce to it, add some different ball players on there, and we was able to come up with the remix. So shout out to Aaron Staccato out of Cincinnati. Shout out to All Day Jay in Chicago, and shout out to Sleepy Bag Boy in Indiana, man. We all Midwest boys. We hooked up. It's been nothing but love, and we've been enjoying this record, man.
Cincinnati, Chicago, Indiana. Man, so these artists that are on here, these are all obviously artists who have their own grind respectively that you sought out, and did you meet them in like just in passing and networking? Are they personal friends? I like to know the history of these kind of records when you have all these artists from different places. Like, how does that happen?
So shout out to my dog, All Day Jay again. All Day Jay is managed by, we managed by the same manager. So shout out to Rod Robinson, Me and Mine Entertainment.
Right.
So we actually both from the same hometown as well. So we got a real tight connection right there. So we always gonna do music. And I met Sleepy Bag Boy while I was in Atlanta, and I had met him previously for a hot second at a show in Indiana that the Core DJs was putting on. And then I met Aaron Staccato when I was on a conference call. I was promoting First 1 Million. I was on there with DJ Rampage. He had Jermaine Dupri on the call. He had Zaytoven on the call. And that's where I met Aaron at. And we just stayed in touch.
Right. Well, listen, man. It sounds like you've been out here really networking. And that's I mean, don't get me wrong. This is the industry. You need a budget. You need a bag behind you. All right, let's not play games and play coy with each other. We know what the fuck is up. You got to have some money. But networking is literally number two. Like,
tell Bentley to give me some money.
Listen, I'm saying, like,
I got a distribution deal with Bentley Records right now, and I'll tell them to go ahead and put a bag behind me, man. Tell them to turn that distribution deal to a deal, man. Tell them give me that. Luca Days, he's the CEO. Luca Days.
Hey, Luca Days need to break you got to cut the check. You got to spend money to make money. Like I tell people all the time, the bag is the number one thing in the industry. You need the money to spread it around to get the marketing and the promotion. But number two, or maybe even 1A, I don't even know if it's necessarily number two. 1 and 1A is going to be your network. Like, how many people fuck with you really? How many people really know you? And how many people really want to rock with you like that? That is equally, if not almost as important as how much money you got to spend where it needs to, when the time comes. All right, so this is K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzum.
K100, you bastards!
This is the direct line interview. We chopping it up with the homie IL BOI, man. You feel me? And we getting ready to go ahead and jump into this this video, which I like. I like the bars on this. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, like these dudes brung it as far as just flowing. You feel what I'm saying? First 1 million. All right. This is IL BOI, and he's got a lot of really dope other artists on here with him, man. He just told you who they were. So I want you guys to check this joint out, man, and just let me know what you think about it. Please, if you're watching and you're on the live streams, please leave any feedback. If you really, really rock with this, check him out. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, like he literally has a YouTube channel, put in IL BOI. It popped up really easy. All right, so all we want you to do when we doing these direct line interviews is just show some love to the artist. We're not asking you for money. Support is free. A subscription to a YouTube channel, that matters when you're an independent artist. A share really matters. A like, all these things, add them to your playlist on Spotify. All of these things, you think it seems like it's nothing. It's everything when you're an independent artist on your grind. So all we telling you is, look, fam, show some love, support for these independent artists that we bring through and introduce you to, especially if you feel like they dope. All right? First 1 million, man. Check this joint out, man. This is the homie IL BOI, all right? With the crew. The crew's on this one. I don't even know everybody, man. I'm out. Let's check this out, though.
Yeah. K100, you bastards.
I'm thinking about my first 1 million. Yeah. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. Yeah. Million. Stacking hundreds to the ceiling. Hey, yo, IL BOI. I'm blowing racks through the building. Let's go. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. We be litty in the city. 50 like Jetty and 50 like 50. That's what I want. Flipping the chicken like Richie. I put it up in the safe. Before I go buy me a Wraith, I'll be the one that run up the rate. I'll be the one that the haters go hate. Go to Chicago, then go to LA. Go to the Natty, you know how they play. Stacking them hundreds and blowing them racks. Put my mama in the new car. Just spread this ghetto message like I made it out in Wuhan.
First milli on the brain, break bread with the gang. Yeah. Money all on my mind, niggas think about fame. Yeah. I'ma cop me a Rollie, might be a plain Jane. Yeah. Or I might bust it down, let it flood, let it rain. Hey, let's just get to the bag, off-whites with the tag. Yeah. Get my first 1 million, then pull off in a Jag. No need for the envy, I can see niggas mad. Yeah. I just keep it 100, niggas cap like a grad. Hey.
I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm trying to stack it to the ceiling. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm trying to stack it to the ceiling. I'm thinking about my first 1 million.
Think about my first 1 million. Bad boy, I'm about to kill it. Do this for the nearly Midwest, and that's all my children tripping in your city. Now I'm ready, let's just talk some business. If I start, I bet I finish. Run these reps up to the ceiling. Remix with that IL BOI. CD though for real though. Bag it up for real though. Dish it out like real dope. Tell you niggas time to go. Fresh up off the money boat. Now you niggas don't want no smoke. Now there you go. That talking go.
I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm trying to stack it to the ceiling. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm trying to stack it to the ceiling. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. Big dog shit.
It's the
Big dog whips. Money on my mind.
Yes, sir.
All I do is grind. Hit it from behind. Lose a damn mind. Said she want the cash. Told the bitch it's mine. I did it for my city. Did it for my team. Put my mama in them things. Always be a queen. Shine that machine. Getting to the green. Only sound I like. Ching, 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 ching.
I did it for my city.
I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm trying to stack it to the ceiling. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm thinking about my first 1 million. I'm trying to stack it to the ceiling. I'm thinking about my first 1 million.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
True.
K100, you bastard.
That was IL BOI, first 1 million. That was the remix. The original version is also alive and well over there on YouTube. So if you're watching this right now on our YouTube channel, you definitely need to go find the homie IL BOI's page, subscribe, and show some love. You feel me? Hey, yo, IL BOI, what up, fam?
What it do?
What it do, man? That one was joint, man. Everybody snapped on their verses, man. Y'all held it down, man. It's hard to sometimes do a crew joint and, you know, everybody kind of hold their own on the track. You know, sometimes it don't always work out. You know what I mean? But that one actually came together pretty. I'm just saying, you know how it be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't work out. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, yeah, that one worked out. You dig? So what's the plans for the song right now? I see you grinding with it. You pushing it. Anything else that we need to know about the project? Is the whole album coming out? What's going on?
So like I said, first 1 minute remix is the single right now. We currently just hit 10,000 last week, and it's already almost up to 25,000 streams right now on my Spotify. So the numbers keep going up, and I got a mixtape coming out in a few weeks. It's called I Grew Up in the 90s mixtape, and that's going to be on Audio Mac. That's going to be on my SoundCloud. I was able to get Slim from 112, and I was able to get Maya, the R&B artist. I was able to get them to do a couple DJ drops and really give it that 90s feel that I was trying to create for y'all. So I'm really excited to drop that in the next couple weeks. And I got an album dropping later in the fall, and I really got some heat, I feel like. So we really excited to bring these records.
That's what's up, man. So, I mean, you grew up in the 90s. I grew up in the 80s, but the 90s was the shit to me because that's why, you know, I'm a teenager and in my 20s in the 90s. So, you know, I'm all the way alive. You know what I'm saying?
I already. So.
Yeah, you know, the 90s was the shit for me. You know what I'm saying? We was right. Long live the 90s.
It's gonna be a free download for everybody.
Absolutely, dog. All right. So listen, but before we go though, we got another track before we get up out of here. You know, these direct line interviews that we do, we only slated for a half an hour, so we have to, once you get to talking and playing music and conversating, the time fly by. We almost on 30 minutes already, but we got another track called Just Be Rapping. Tell me about this one. I'm going to play this one. Now, we don't have a video for it, but we do have the audio, so we're just going to run the track. But tell me about this one, fam.
It's off my album 519. You can go stream that right now, and it's one of my favorite records on the album, and I'm just talking a little shit on there and just kind of having fun. I really thought it was a dope beat, and we created it, and, you know, one of my favorite records off that album.
All right, man. Let's check this joint out before we get up out of here, man. This is IL BOI. Name of this joint is called Just Be Rapping. You are now listening to K100 Radio. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in and rocking with us. This is a direct line interview. Peep out this new music, man. This is IL BOI, Just Be Rapping. Let's go, man. Midwest in the building, fam.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards.
The kids would be outside playing, and they would tease us. Oh, you're doing this. You're not gonna get nowhere. You're not gonna. And we just rehearsed every day.
I just be rapping. Okay. Applause, they just happen. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm bad, that's Jackson. I'm bad, like Jackson. I just be rapping. Okay. Applause, they just happen. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm bad, that's Jackson. I'm bad, like Jackson. I go crazy, I go stupid, I just do the shit. Rip the track to shreds just to show I'm working it. If I don't like you, then you can get around me. You never been my homie, and I swear that you a doubter. You a bust ass nigga, I be praying for you cowards. Call me Ghost Man, cause I swear I got the power. Your face frowned up, I guess your bitch pussy sour. She need to take a douche and get her ass up in the shower. This be slight work when I'm rapping on the beat. I'ma keep going till the mission is complete, ayy. And I told y'all about that rapping. You niggas Kevin Costner, you boys be acting. Smoke you on the track, I call that Bin Laden. I'm not an army, but I swear I'm about that action. Get on my math shit and solve you like a fraction. I told you, I'm just rapping. I just be rapping. Okay. Applause, they just happen. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm bad, that's Jackson. I'm bad, like Jackson. Moonwalking on you, call me Michael Jackson.
I'm the shit. I know you like my rapping. I'm a hustling ass nigga, and I say it all the time. If you're thinking I'ma stop you out your rabbit ass mind, I'ma go hard, I'ma murder every beat. Call me D-Way, cause I swear I got the heat. If you thinking that it's sweet, then you in for a treat. Give your ass 2 bars, make your ass obsolete. If you owe me money, man, I need all that in a week. If you playing games with me, I knock your ass up in the streets. If you wanna get a line, I can surely give a piece. Call me a coach, that's when your reps, they decrease. I'ma warm up, I'm hot like they yeast. They stand, they applaud, now my mission is complete. Hey. Yeah, still boy, I really do this shit. It's no mistake, I am the best, believe that. I just be rapping. Okay. Applause, they just happen. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm bad, that's Jackson. I'm bad, like Jackson. I just be rapping. Okay. Applause, they just happen. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm rapping, they clapping. I'm bad, that's Jackson. I'm bad, Mike Jackson. It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio. You are tuned to K100 Radio. Hip-hop and R&B.
You know the drill, fam.
K100, you bastard.
And we're getting ready to wrap this joint up, man. We've been live right now, chopping it up on the phone with the homie IL BOI. We had a great direct line interview with him, man. We listened to his joint. We listened to the first 1 million song, and we also played the video. If you're watching right now on our social media platforms like Facebook, you were able to see the video. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, you should also have seen that video as well. We'll appreciate you guys for rocking with us. Hey, yo, IL BOI.
Yo.
What up, man? Before we get ready to roll up out of here, man, tell the people what you want them to know about the project, about the website, your social media. Give them everything you want to know before we wrap up this interview, fam.
Hey, man, go to www.ilboi.com and you're going to find everything you're going to need. I'm going to interact with people through my newsletters every week. You'll find my Instagram on there, www.ilboi.com. Tune in on my Instagram. Be ready for I Grew Up in the 90s mixtape. Shout out to my whole team. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to MM Designs. And shout out to y'all, man. Dope platform, man. Had a real good time with y'all tonight.
Absolutely, man. We did have a good time, man. We like the music. I really like that last joint, the Just Be Rapping joint. I rock with it. The production on that one, I definitely rock with. Like the vibe of that one, I really fuck with that last record too. You know what I mean? So we gonna rock with one of these. I don't know which one we gonna add.
Shout out to shout out to Dope Boy. He's a producer out of Atlanta. He made first 1 million, and he also produced that beat as well.
All right, well, shout out to him. Well, he rocking, man. He got that. He giving you some heat. That's all the producers can do, fam. They can provide you with the heat. The rest is up to you. You got to lay some flame on it, and you got to get to work. That's all they can do is cook up. You know what I'm saying? But the rest is on you. All right, man. Listen, but you got 2 good records, man. Keep rolling with them, and we appreciate you following through K100 Radio, man. Shout out to the homie IL BOI. This was a direct line interview on K100 Radio. And before we get ready to get up out of here, fam, one more time, give them your social media and website, fam.
You can follow me at Instagram at ilboi_BOI. Go to my website, www.ilboi.com. Subscribe with me, rock with me. And, it's the big homie.
All right, man. IL BOI, man. We see you on the grind, man. You say you be down in Atlanta. We're running to you, fam. We're running to you eventually. After all this COVID, everything over, we're running to you.
As soon as it's clear up. As soon as it's clear up, man, we're going to jam. We're going to jam.
All right, fam. Peace out.
You are tuned to K100 Radio. Hip-hop and R&B.
K100, you bastards.
And again, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us, man. Like I said, our whole goal here with doing direct line interviews, we keep these things to the point where any artist should be able to rock with us as far as just on the financials and anything. We keep everything really, copacetic. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is definitely affordable. You ain't got to be a D-boy, have D-boy money to rock with K100 Radio. You might need a job. Can't be living with your mama, living off your girl. Gonna need a little change. But a lot of shit we do is low cost or damn near free, and we do that by design. Like we want to help independent artists, and I didn't create this platform to be out of the budget of the average independent artist. It's by design the way it is set up. All right, the stuff we do for free and the stuff we charge for, it's because we want any independent artist with any little bit of hustle and any little bit of grind to be able to rock with us. We don't want to price ourselves out of our market, which is, again, we are here for the independent artists. That is the core mission of K100 Radio. So again, I thank you guys for rocking with us over here. We appreciate you. We'll get back to the music tomorrow. DJ Chick is live 7 o'clock p.m. on K100 Radio. Check that out. She actually asked me to do an interview, and I really don't do interviews on the shows that are on the broadcast. Like, kind of, I just don't. I rarely do interviews for the shows that are actually airing on K100 Radio. But tomorrow, if you tune in to K100 Radio at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, you'll actually hear me on an interview with our DJ Chick for Chick Live. For the Chick Live show, and you know, it's a pretty interesting conversation. She's a female DJ. We talked about relationships. We talked about a lot of stuff I just don't normally talk about on the air, so I don't get into people's relationship. It's like, I'm gonna let you do what you do over there, and you stay the fuck out of mine. All right, fam, that's all I got for you guys. All right, and I'm out, man. This is K100 Radio. This was a direct line interview with IL BOI. If you missed any part of this interview, please check it out on our SoundCloud, or check it out over there on our podcast on Spotify, or please subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. We salute you guys. Thank you guys for rocking with us over here on K100 Radio. We out.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
We reloaded.
K100, you bastards.
We got all your favorite artists right here.
The Black Bottle Boss, Ricky Rose.
What up? It's your boy Jay-Z.
Yo, this is your boy Lil Wayne.
Gotta keep it locked right here, though.
K100 Radio.
You put light.